The title of this lecture is When to be fair and when to be unfair. Fairness is a key idea when it comes to leadership practice. To be successful as a leader, it involves knowledge on when to be fair and when to be unfair. It may sound surprising that one must know when to be unfair, as one would assume that being fair at all times could make for a good rule. However, this is not the case. Sometimes being fair is advantageous and garners support from others, and sometimes being unfair garners support. I will get back to this idea shortly. Let's start with the idea that fairness is the necessary psychological foundation upon which influence and therefore leadership can exist. The group that the leader is in charge of has an expectation of the leader to be fair. Others will follow the leader as long as he or she is fair. Further, it is important that two main points are remembered. First, the leader must show themselves to be similar to the group, and treating themselves and the members of the group similarly does this. Sometimes, leaders treat themselves better than the members of the group, which sets them apart from the rest of the group, which leads to dissatisfaction with their leadership. Second, the leader sometimes treats certain members of a group preferentially. By doing this, the leader is not showing egalitarian fairness to the members of the group, and again, their leadership practice is jeopardized. There is a study I'm going to mention which discusses this idea. In New Zealand, a study with university students took place. The students were shown a memo from a CEO that discussed dividing up time on a kidney dialysis machine between two New Zealanders. When the time split was to be equal, the CEO received support. When the time split between a New Zealander and an immigrant was to be equal, the CEO did not receive support. In this study, the students also provided support as long as the CEO provided the New Zealander more time than the outsider. This shows that the leader can maintain support if he is both fair to a member of the group, but unfair to an outsider. The leader must know when to be unfair.